Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha for those who are tuning in for the first time. Hey girl, hey. And of course for those who already been here, y'all already know what's up. What it do, baby boos. Welcome and welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a full-on makeup tutorial, and I feel like creating a nice soft on-the-go springtime style of look. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling today. So let's go ahead and kick off today's makeup tutorial. I got my products I'm going to be using right here on my desk, so let's go ahead and get into it. So before I start any eyeshadow on my eye looks, before I start off with any eyeshadow, I want to go in with my eyeshadow base, which is P. Louise. I'm going to pop that on my eyelid. This is going to increase and hold it down for a long time with any eyeshadow that I put on my eyelids. So I'm just going to put that right on top. And if you guys are curious to know what's on my eyes already, before I put this on, that is going to be my actual concealer that I use to do my eyebrows, which is the Too Faced concealer. And then underneath that, I do go in with a primer to start everything off. And then my eyeshadow primer that I used today was my Milani. So started off with Milani eyeshadow primer. Then I went in with my concealer from Too Faced. And now I'm going in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base. And I'll do the same step every single time. I'm just referring my steps just in case someone is new watching for the first time, you have questions. I do this every single time when it comes to my eyeshadows. The primer is going to prevent your eyeshadows from creasing. The Too Faced concealer, I feel like it helps with if you have like greasy or oily eyelids. That definitely puts that little steel that definitely keeps my eyes matte and in place when I put that right on top of the primer. And if I want to amp up the pigmentation when it comes to my eyeshadows, being that I am a chocolate girl, this is what I do to intensify my eyeshadows. Just go in with a white eyeshadow base, and as you guys see, I put very little on, so I'm not going overboard to where it's just too much. Like, yeah, I'm just very little. And although I feel like I didn't need this because I'm going for a soft like spring vibe, but I can't help it. It's in my nature. I can't undo this. I really feel uncomfortable when I try to undo this. It's like, no. So now I'm going to go in with the Essence. This is the bronzing powder palette. As y'all know, I go in with different shades in here. I pick and choose. This is the one that I usually go for, which is this one. But if I want a brightening under, then I'll go in with this one. Or sometimes I'll go in with this shade. I pick and choose what I want to use for this palette. Okay, nothing bronze me in this palette because of my complexion, but all of these shades go beautiful when it comes to setting underneath my eyebrow. So I'm going to go in with this shade today, and I'm going to place that right underneath. This is kind of like the identical shade of my concealer, so I'm just setting this right in that placement right underneath the eyebrows, and this is going to help set that so it won't have any type of creasing, anything like that. And this also helps me in particular when it comes to me blending out my eyeshadow and my creases, so I won't go overboard. Yeah, this definitely helps me out with that. And then sometimes if I want more of a brightening, then I'll go in with that nude pale color in here, but I think I want to keep it soft, like I said, so I'll just stick with this, leave it as it is, and then I'm going to move on to the actual eyeshadow palette for today's look. I'm going to be going in with the Beauty Crwation. This was like a collaboration palette a long time ago. Never used it. I think I did. Honestly, no, I think I did. No, I didn't. No, I don't see no imprints of this eyeshadow palette, but this palette's so pretty. Look at her. Spring colors. You got your neutral colors. And you already know when I use a palette for the first time, especially if there's neutral shades in there, I'm going to go for the neutral look first before I dip and dab into the color eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're going to start off with a nice crease brush. I just need to clean myself a little bit because I've been using my brushes. So I'm just having like a little, what is these called? Like an eyeshadow color switch, something like that. Every brand I feel like has this. I know the brand Ulta Beauty collection has this. Morphe has one. I forgot where I got this one from. I think it was like in one of my beauty boxes a long time ago. And you just do this and it cleans your brushes off to whatever eyeshadow you used before. It's kind of off, as you can see. It leaves it a little bit stained because it's not like deep cleaning it. You need to actually wash your brushes in order to get that. But when it comes to like you want to use that brush and use a different color that was on here before, prior to that, yeah, this will help you out. Okay, So in my crease, let's see, I want to make a soft spring vibe. I think I'm gonna go in with this color first. It's like a nice pretty mauve pinky brown color. I feel like it would give nice spring vibes, so I'm gonna go in with that shade. Oh yeah, it looks really nice. And then we're gonna go right in the crease with this. And I like this brush because it gets it right in the crease, and then it applies the eyeshadow all over the crease. You don't have to do little sections at a time. Like for this particular brush, it gets right in those areas. So I love that. This is one of the new Morphe eyeshadow brushes, by the way. I'll tell you guys the name in a minute. Hold on, let me see. Just want to make sure I get the proper blend. And you see how that highlight is still peeping through? Like this also gives me like the guideline when I do this, to where I know where to stop, so I won't go overboard and have this pink eyeshadow all the way to my brow bone. Like, yeah. This brush M333. This is called the eye blending brush. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on to this side. See how quickly just apply that shadow. Yeah. Okay, so for my eyelid, I'm gonna go in with a matte shade. I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's like a matte nude color. And then before I go in with the actual eyeshadow, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my lids do crease a lot, especially when I'm doing my eyeshadows. I'm looking up to you guys because I'm looking up, showing you guys what I'm doing. So I'm having my eyelids up and you know, my eyelids crease. So I can go in with the eyeshadow and put it right on top of that, but I'm very particular. I kind of have this thing where I like my eyeshadows to look kind of somewhat airbrush smooth, you know, onto the eyelid. So I always take this next step very serious, and I do this, I want to say about a good like 98% of the time. For the other 2% I usually forget, and which is rare, but yeah, 98% of the time I'm usually doing this next step always, because it definitely plays a part. It makes a difference. So I'm going to reapply some more of the eyeshadow base, just very little, because we don't need this all over the eyelid. I just want it for the little part that is creasing, because we're going to apply an actual eyeshadow on top to allow it to look like it's actually smooth out, you know. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lid first. And as you can see, I'm not touching the crease because I don't want to lose that color that I have in my crease. And if you do this and a little of this go in your crease, that's okay. Just go back and reapply whatever crease color you went in with. So right now I'm not going to do that, because this is also going to help give out that nice blended look, because I have very big eyelid space. So if I don't do this step, and then if I go a little bit over the crease, which is fine in my case, because it won't look like I was trying to do a cut crease when I wasn't. Because I have to watch sometimes when I do that, because sometimes I put it perfectly on my eyelid to where it looks like a cut crease, but a sloppy cut crease, and I don't like that when it comes to me personally. So I'm like, no, we're gonna have that eyelid shadow gonna overlap the crease, so it looks like on purpose that I did this on purpose, and it's not a cut crease that I was trying to achieve. So now I'm gonna take that shadow, and as you guys can see, I'm keeping my eyelid down as much as possible. And I'm going to pat that all over the eyelid. And like I said, I'm going to go a little bit up in the crease with this. This is going to allow this eyeshadow to look really fully blended together. And then the brush that I'm using, this is another Morphe brush. This is Morphe brush. It's called the Eye Packer number M303. Okay, so I did go a little bit too happy-handed with that, but that's okay. I'm going to take that same crease brush with no added product, and I'm just going to quickly go over this inner part. And I mean quickly because I want it to look like a cut crease. Like, I don't. So just a quick little whoosh, whoosh, right over it, and then we're good, you know? You like that, huh? Yes. Alright, so now I'm going to go more into a nice detailed brush. Now, this brush right here, as you can see, it's a nice little thick crease brush. This really picks out any eyeshadow product that you want kind of like more intense onto the crease. Like, it hits the spot. And I got this in a pack of, I think, 8 from Amazon, if I can find it, because it's been such a long time since I got this. There's no name. It's a no-name brand. Got them off Amazon, and they work hella good. Okay, so I think it's like 2 different packs, so I hope I can find it. But it was like an eyeshadow pack, and then there was like different brushes when it comes to like a crease. And I love a good crease brush. I feel like I have more crease brushes over my eyelid brushes, because crease brushes, you can do so much with them. You can actually use them to apply your actual eyelid colors too, but that's for another video for another day. Okay, so now let's go into the crease. I want to go back into it. I kind of want to add a little bit brown to it. I just don't know if this brown will show. It's not. Let me not. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brown. It's a little too deep. I wanted something in between, but I don't think I have anything in between. I might mix it with this shade. I want to see how it turns out. So I'm going to go in with this first. If it's too dark, then I'll mix it with this shade. But I kind of want to try this one too. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try see what that brown does. Can you see it? You can see it, but it's going to be orange. So I'm going to try the dark brown. Oh, that is super brown. Okay, let's try them together. What are we creating? It's a little bit soft, but not really soft. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to mix the 2 together. And I'm just gonna go right in between the 2 shades and really keep this towards the outer of my lid, or outer of the crease, just like this. I'm trying not to go over any other eyeshadow, because I want each eyeshadow to have its own little shine. But baby, this brown, she's real intense. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and kind of soften up the outer just a little bit. All right, I think this is where I'm content. It's kind of deeper than what I expected, but I do love. Oh, I do. Wait, hold on. I think I look like this crease, really. Okay, so let me do a quick wing, lashes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the face. Yes, the face is included in this makeup routine today. Okay, I'm kind of late to the party, but I did not skin the prep. I did my toner and my cleanser, of course, but I forgot to put my other products on. And usually I do this step when I'm doing like my eyeshadow to give it some time to kind of like marinate into the skin. So I'm just gonna do it on camera, being that I forgot to do it, so I can show you guys, just in case anyone was curious about my skin prep, what I do and what I use. I always go in with a toner after cleansing my face, which is I think it's called Anua is the brand. I don't have it with me, it's in the bathroom. But I go in with that and let that soak in, and then I go in with my, of course, vitamin C serum. This is the Naturium one. This is the one I've been using for like the past months now. Yeah, so it's just the vitamin C. It's the vitamin C complex serum. This is a plus hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E is in here. And this right here, it's been lasting me for quite some time. So I don't think it's considered expensive, but it's definitely she cool. She does good with the makeup. And y'all know I've been having like this really like crazy like breakout, and we're gonna knock on wood, because thank God my skin has finally been on good terms. I still have like dark spots to kind of get rid of, like the scarring and stuff like that, but I will accept the scarring over acne any freaking day. Any day, okay? So this has definitely been helping me out when it comes to me putting makeup putting makeup on all the time. I do try to really pay attention to the skincare products that I'm putting on underneath my makeup. Okay, so all right, so now I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer. This is the Glow recipe. This is the banana moisturizing cream. I don't like the smell of it, but she cool when it comes to the hydration and moisturizing the skin. Now, being that I am a oily combo girl, it is kind of springtime, but low-key Vegas is like summertime. We don't get spring. We get summer and winter. There's no fall, there's no spring out here. Like we don't get those seasons, okay? We get 2 seasons, and right now we're in summer, although we should be in spring. But baby, it's hot as heck already out here, and I'm so nervous, so not looking forward to what the summer is actually going to be bringing, because I'm probably not going to be wearing no makeup this year for the summertime, going out these doors, because it's like, it's ridiculous. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and put very little of this on because it definitely hydrates my skin. And like I said, I am oily combo, but I still tend to like to have moisturizing and stuff like this on, because I feel like whether if you're oily or not, I feel like, especially if you are oily, I feel like when we put so much matte products on, because I'm definitely that girl who puts a lot of matte products on, I feel like my natural oils are fighting with the makeup that I'm putting on, because I dried my skin out so much trying to make it matte to where my oils really want to go ahead and peek through that makeup and like break through to where I'm like super oily. So I feel like if I can control the oils as much as possible by adding moisture, like it's not drying out my actual skin to where my oils feel like they have to fight through. Like it's kind of like a nice little balance. It's how I like to put it. So we're gonna put a balance. Put your moisturizer on, okay? Your SPF, put it on, okay? I'm gonna go in with some eye cream really quick because I'm at that age where, baby, woo, it's starting to show just very little, okay? The concealers is creasing in the creases, very little, okay? So I want to make sure that I have this hydrated as well. And usually I'll do all these steps that I'm showing you guys before I come onto the camera, or usually I'll put it on right before I do my eyeshadow. So again, right before I come on camera. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm using. This is what I do. And then I'm gonna let this kind of like seek in and marinate into the skin for about a good 2 minutes. And then I'm gonna move on to the actual face products and everything. I forgot to mention, because I did this off camera too. I was like, oh, I forgot to show this part. I went in with my Well People. This is the SPF Moisturizer Sunscreen, okay? The only thing that confused me about that one is because it says sunscreen serum. I'm like, so I put her on top of my moisture. She never interferes with any of my makeup products, so I think I'm good. And I felt like it was definitely double good, because this primer right here that I'm about to use, this is the L'Oreal, hold on, let me get the correct title, Prime Lab 24 Hours Matte Primer. So if you are oily combo, and you are looking for a really good, affordable, or just a good matte primer, she's so matte that if I don't do the steps that I showed you guys, you will literally feel the fact that it feels extremely tight and drying on the skin, to where she don't play. So when they say matte, baby, your skin is matte. It ain't going nowhere, okay? Which is a good thing, but it's also terrifying if you don't properly prep your skin. Now they do have other primers to go along with this primer. They have a hydrated one for my dry girls, and I think there's like a, what's the other ones? I think there's another one that, like, if you have any like redness going on, it helps color correct that. And then there's one more that I forget what it is. I think it's like an illuminated one. I'm curious to try that one because I am oily, but I will still try hydrating and oily illuminating products, because I can still get away with those things as long as I properly prep my skin, like I told you guys. So it's all about the preparation when it comes to applying your products. That's it. Because I'm about the same routine that I'm showing you guys. I had it on yesterday at work, and this lady was like, girl, what you have on your face looks like luxury. And I took that as a very, very, very strong compliment, because everything on my face was extremely affordable. So everything that I kept showing her, she, in a sense, I feel like she thought I was like lying to her, but I was like, why would I be lying to you, especially lying to you about an affordable product? Like, I felt like if I would have took her to the expensive side and I was trying to sell her everything, I felt like then maybe you could think that I'm lying to you. Although again, I wouldn't do that. But she literally was asking what I had on my face, and I was telling her, and I was like, yeah, I purposely put everything on my face affordable, because that's what kind of vibe I was going for today. And I also purposely put on things that I on my face that sold here at Ulta Beauty. And she was just like in disbelief in a sense. I was like, girl, ain't nobody lying to you, baby. Ain't nobody lying to you. So I had to look. Ain't nobody lying to you. I shared her my information. I told her my social media. I said, hey, like I do YouTube, I do TikTok. I was like, if you ever in need of any type of help, like please watch my channels. I was like, if you have any more further questions, like message me. So I'm gonna say that to you as well. If you're watching, guys, for the first time, or if you've been watching me and still have an urge or in need of help of something, you guys have, please feel free to message me on all of my platforms. I respond back to every single last one of you guys, especially if you guys message me. I know I'm a little slow when it comes to my comment section, but I feel like I've been doing a little bit better. Okay, so don't check me. I've been doing a little bit better. Okay, now that I have my commenting app, okay, and I spend time daily to make sure that I'm responding back. You guys shoot me whenever. Wait, that didn't sound right. Don't shoot me. Hold on, wait. Message me whenever you guys have any type of concerns, questions about anything skincare. Well, I'll give you my best knowledge of skincare because I'm not really like the best when it comes to skincare, but makeup, I'm your girl. If you got any wig questions, I'm your girl. Like I will help you. I'm your girl when it comes to that. Okay, so back to the face now that we let everything marinate. So I'm gonna go in with my black opal. Yes, this is my black opal. This is the True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation. I think this foundation runs about to get like $15, if that. When you can find your shade, because I have yet to find mine, but we're gonna use her, and I've already exchanged her 3 times, and I'm just over it. But if you can find your shade, when I tell you that this is a really good foundation, she's really good. I know they're really known for like their stick foundation, but I'm just not a stick foundation girl. I'm not. I've just learned that I really prefer liquid all the way. So this is what she looks like. She looks like she's nice color, right? Yeah, my hands and the rest of my body is way lighter than my actual body, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put very little of this foundation on because once I put her on, I feel like it's even more yellow than what the swatch is on the back of my hand. I don't know, but the more and less product I put on, the more it looks like it's my shade, if that makes sense. But besides that, it's a really beautiful foundation. Like my pores, my skin looks so airbrush. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I know this is like an older foundation. I don't think this is new, but black opal, like please, y'all need to extend y'all shade ranges in this and do it fast because this is a really good foundation y'all got underneath y'all belt that is being slept on, because y'all need to expand y'all shade ranges. Like for them to have like the foundation sticks, like that shade ranges is really good. Why is it not the same when it comes to the liquid? And I thought maybe it was just because it was the Ulta Beauty website, but no, I looked on the Black Opal website. It is pretty much the same shade ranges, and I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna let y'all slide, being that y'all do have another foundation line that, you know, it makes up for the shade ranges. But I'm just saying, like this right here, a lot of our girls, we're liquid girls. And y'all see how little I put on, and it just gives me the most beautiful coverage. And as you can see, like after blending, like it melts into my skin to where it doesn't look that yellow. It's starting to look more my color. See, it's super light, super yellow, but once I start blending it out, then it start looking more like my complexion. So I don't want to say it oxidized, but it do something. It do something to where it just does something magical to where it's cool. So that's why I haven't bothered to find my shade anymore, because I feel like this is the best I can get. If not, then this is the best that I'm comfortable with, if that makes sense. Look at the skin. Okay. The skin is skinning with the smallest amount of foundation I have on. It's skinning. And when it comes to the springtime, if y'all like me, less is possible. It's hot. We ain't really trying to wear makeup like that. It's just, I still want that full coverage beat down look, but I still want less feel, I should say, because less coverage is not what I'm trying to say, but the less feel of me feeling my makeup. And I don't feel this liquid foundation or anything that I put on. I don't feel it. Like my skin feels like skin. It can breathe. It's cool, you know. All right, so now it's time to put some more color back into my complexion, because I do look washed out. Sorry, I had to zoom you guys out a little bit. I feel like you guys are way too close. too close, okay? Personally, all up in my business for no reason. Yeah, when it comes to drugstore products, y'all, don't sleep on drugstore products. Like, you can still get the same quality when it comes to certain drugstore products. Like, drugstore, I really, especially in this world, 2025, this year, yeah, drugstore makeup has really been improving a lot. I remember, like, when I first started doing makeup, I feel like you can only get like good quality makeup when it comes to like the expensive high-end brand. But baby, these drugstore brands are finally caught on. And to be honest, if we're being honest, a lot of these drugstore brands are owned by luxury high-end brands. Yeah, do y'all research. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but it's on the internet. Y'all can read. A lot of these drugstore brands are owned by these high-end brands to where they're just selling you guys the same stuff, same lab and everything, just put a different name on there. Yeah, oh my god. So that was the e.l.f. hydrating concealer that I put on for contour wise. Want to keep it light, keep it soft. I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal concealer. This is in the shade 415. This is going to be a super brightening color for me, and I like to have a brightening concealer because it's just a personal preference with me. If you like something that's more your skin tone, then get something more your skin tone. Yeah, I just feel like I have to say this because I know somebody might be like, girl, that concealer is so light. It is super light. It is. It kind of like balanced out my undertones. I do have a yellow neutral undertone, or golden, whatever you want to call it, as you can see right here. Yeah, it's golden. So I feel like with the foundation, especially this one, it kind of like shifts and balances everything out the way that I like it to be. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go in with, I'll go in with 2 layers because I usually go in with cream concealer. So I'll show you guys those steps in a few. So I'm gonna go in and blend this out, get this contour going on. It's going to give me a nice light coverage. And now I'm going to go in with my sponge. It's a damp sponge that's been air drying since I started my makeup. And I'm just going to nicely blend this out. And I go pretty far with my concealer. So if you want something that's just not that far down, then don't put that much on like I did. But I told you I like to have a really constructed face balance when it comes to like my makeup. Like, I want you to see my contour, I want you to see my highlights, I want you to see my things that I put in the work to be seen, you know. Look at that. See, I just lifted the skin, lifted the face, nice little balance. Yeah. And you can do this with any shade of concealer. Like, even if you don't want to go this super bright like I did, you can go with more of a nice neutral undertone one. I would just say, just don't try to get so much identical to your actual shade, because I feel like you're just putting on foundation twice. Like, you're not seeing like the shifting and stuff like that. I know some people do that, but I feel like it's odd. It's like, why do you want to concealer the same color as you? Unless you're trying to wear that concealer as a foundation, then I can see that. But when people always ask me, I'm like, look, honestly, it's a personal preference, but if you're asking my opinion, I would say to always go at least 1 shade lighter than your complexion, and then go from there. Like, if you feel like it's not enough, go more bright, then go lighter. If you feel like it was too light, then go back down. Like, there's no right or wrong way when it comes to picking your, well, there's no right or wrong way when it comes to your personal preference when it comes to picking your concealer. Let me say that. Because now I can't go when I sit here and go with a pale, like, white color. Yes, it's going to look absolutely ridiculous on me. Can I make it work? Maybe not. Is it my personal preference? Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Make your makeup look, make it your own. I know we see a lot of other people doing different stuff. You gotta learn what works for you. Like all this under painting and stuff like that. I'll probably do the same basic steps for the rest of my life, as long as it gives me the same coverage, same well balanced look. Like, I'm cool with the same old steps. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back in, no added product. I'm just going back in to redirect my contour back into my face because the concealer part took over, which is fine. And now I'm going to add a little bit of blush, and I mean very little because I kind of want to have a soft, cheeky vibe. And y'all know that's not me. Usually I'm bold and vibrant, but we're going to keep it soft and simple. So I'm going in with this Juvia's blush. And y'all know Juvia's pigmentation does not play. So I apologize. My camera went dead on my steps, but I just put the blush on. And I forgot to get my butt up to change the battery. I started going on to the next step. Right now, I just have on the About Face setting powder. Sorry, loose setting powder. And this is in the shade Draped. Yeah, I know I'm looking a little weird. That's because I haven't fully blended her out, which I will in a minute. But let me actually film my next step. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline. This is the loose setting powder. This is in the shade Dark. And I'm going to take that, and now I'm going to take another spongy thing. And I really don't have to put this much on because this foundation, like I said, alone is absolutely beautiful. But I'm just going to blend this in the areas where I didn't put the About Face at. And just set her. This is a setting powder I feel like obviously it's been slept on, and it's been here with us forever. Maybelline will definitely get you right when it comes to the powders, okay? Alright, so now that I let the powder set and marinate onto the skin, now I'm going to take a brush and just dust it off. And then I'm going to go in with the sponge to kind of like press in the loose powders that did not get melted into the skin. And then go back over with the other powder to kind of melt the separation of the two shades. That is a face. This is a setting powder. This is a setting powder, yes. Okay. Now we're going to quickly contour with my Juvia's Plays. Yes, I go in with a deeper shade first, and then I go in with the other brown to soften up my areas. And I don't go too harsh with this because it's not, I don't think it's meant for that. For this particular shade, it gives me like that soft contour that I need to learn how to love and achieve. Because I feel like sometimes I be wanting more than this. I'm like, girl, soft, keep it soft. I'm learning to be more soft with my face application because I can go heavy on some makeup, and y'all know that, okay? Trust me, y'all know that. We're gonna keep it soft, keep it cute, okay? I do like to have a strong transition when it comes to my contour though. I do like to make like my cheeks, yeah, give me that. I'm extra when it comes to that. So now I'm gonna take the softer side and kind of soften up the blending of that so it won't look harsh. And then I take that soft version to kind of contour my nose just a little bit, not too much. And with the Urban Decay blush, give myself a nice little soft little coverage. This is in the shade Back Talk. Go ahead and pop that right on top of the cheeks. It's gonna give me a nice soft cover, or I should say coverage, sorry, coverage, to kind of complement the undertone of that Juvia's blush. Now if I would have put that Juvia's blush on top of like my powders, it would have been too pigmented, and I'm trying to keep this a cute little soft spring vibe as much as possible. I am going to go in dark with my eyeliner. I mean, why not? So I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner, and this is my Morphe eyeliner. I'm gonna take that dark brown that's in this palette. I'm gonna pop it at the bottom lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with that soft pink and go right underneath it. Our same transition color. And then for that inner tear color, oh, we're popping a color. We're popping some shimmer, honey. You thought I was gonna keep this soft and no. We're gonna go with some shimmer. I'm just trying to figure out which color exactly. And I think I wanna go in with this frosty white color right here. Pop it in inner. I think that's a cute little, nice little spring vibe type of makeup look right there, honey. That's, are we here for it? Now we gotta seal the deal with the actual lip combo. Let's get into that. So we're gonna do a nice neutral lip, but a neutral pink lip. Like if you're a neutral girl like me, we're gonna get in our nude pink era, okay? Let's step into the spring vibes fully. You don't have to go in with a bright, bold lip. I mean, that's your thing, go for it, but I'm not that girl. I've been trying to get back into that girl, but I just can't right now. So we're gonna do a cute little soft, like a nude pink lip. So I'm gonna go in with a lip liner first. This is the Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade Coffee Bean. For my lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty stick, and this is in the shade Blaze Donuts, which is like a really nice soft nude color, but it's like a nude pink color. Again, if you're scared of this, I know y'all like, oh my gosh, girl. Wait for it, okay? Just don't check out yet, just wait. I'm gonna go in with one more lip liner. This is gonna be more of a brown lip liner. The first lip liner that I put on, it's more of a deep, almost black lip liner. And I did it on purpose because we're gonna do an ombre effect. So I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop now. This is in the shade Pitch. This is one of my favorite, if not, yes, I'm gonna claim it. My #1 favorite lip liner is Pitch by ColourPop. Okay, now that we got that going on, the last pink combo, we're gonna go in with this Fenty Heat Gloss. This is in the shade Fussy Heat. Okay, this is how we're going to introduce color into our routine. Really soft, really simple. This gloss, this combo. Yes. Alright, and then we're going to seal the deal with some setting spray. I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray. And this is going to help lock in the setting spray. I honestly been using this by itself, and I feel like I get the same beautiful performance like after. Like it really definitely holds the makeup down. Like for a minute I used to use it just for like to kind of like mist my face, but not to really like set my face. But lately I don't know if it's just been the combos and stuff that I've been picking, but I've been liking this setting spray on its own, and I see why people have been buying her constantly, and it's always off the shelf constantly every single time. So I'm gonna let this sink in, let it marinate. I'm gonna put some clothes and stuff on, and I'll come back and show you guys the complete and final look. Although you guys see it right here, but y'all know what I mean by final look. The earrings popped on, the hair did, you know. Okay, the final look. I'll be right back. All right, here is the complete and the final look. Are we here for this? Are we here for this makeup look? Is this giving spring vibe? I purposely put on the spring dress. It's an actual dress, y'all. I am definitely here for the spring vibes that this makeup look is giving. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoy the makeup look, and of course I hope you guys give this look a try. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you guys want more videos like this, more talk through, more detail, more colorful looks. Well, more springtime inspired looks. Let's go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and of course leave your feedback down at the bottom. And on that note, you guys know I'll be back with another video. Have a beautiful day, stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye guys.